I hope now you are clear with the basic commands like ipconfig, ipconfig/all, ping, traceroute and nslookup. I hope this session is informative and thank you for watching. I request you to please make a note of the IP address of this computer and the IP address of the router, the first router that we are hitting, that is the default gateway. So when any packet wants to go to a different network, say from this computer if I want to access google.com, it is a different network. So this computer will send the data or the request to the default gateway, that is this router. And it becomes the responsibility of that router to forward the data or the request to other routers and ensure that the request has reached the destination. This command is just for increasing the readability of the command prompt. The command is color color space C. The text color is changed now. Now I'll give you a shortcut, help color. When you give help and color, you can see various color codes that are shown. We will go with the color code B. It is light aqua. So I will give color space B. For better readability only I have changed this color. If you are not aware of the color command, so this is a bonus for you. Just know it. How to find the IP address of nesoacademy.org? We will query nslookup. We will ask what is the IP address of nesoacademy.org. Actually, the Neso Academy has this website. So when I give enter, we could notice that Neso Academy is having this IP address. Let me mark and copy this IP address. Yes, I have copied. Now let me give Ctrl C. I have aborted the operation on nslookup. Now let me clear the screen. Yes, I have cleared the screen. Now I will trace the route, how the packet from my computer is reaching the destination computer. So we have a command called traceroute. In Windows, it is tracert. When you go for other operating system, the command is different. Now I am concerned about Windows only. So I'll issue tracert. RT stands for root. Some people will say this like tracert. No problem. The command is tracert or tracert. Whatever you want, you can call accordingly. You can call the name of the command as per your wish, but I will go with traceroute, tracert. After giving tracert, we have to give the IP address of the computer or the name of the computer we want to trace. So I am concerned about tracing the route of nesoacademy.org. We know very well that this is the computer which I am currently working is an end device because this is the last point in the communication and Neso Academy server is the end point in the other side. So in between my computer and nesoacademy.org, there are many routers, intermediary devices available. This tracert command shows several details about the path that a packet takes from one device to another. So in this case, it is going to show several details about the path that is taken by a packet from this computer to Neso Academy server. Now if I press enter, you could notice that this is a different network because the IP address of the current computer that I am working is very different and this is the computer that Neso Academy is using. So I want to trace the route from my computer to this computer. So this is belonging to a different network. So obviously the packet that is generated from my computer should reach the default gateway, that is the first router. I have requested you make a note of the default gateway. For traceroute command says the first router that it is hitting is 192.168.29.1. And this is the second router, third router, fourth router. We could see the packet from this computer is taking, as of now it is 11 routers, 12th router it has hit and it has hit 13th and 14th router. Now the trace route is complete. From this computer to nesoacademy.org, it involves 14 hops. So this command takes a maximum of 30 hops and you could see what is the IP address of the intermediary devices or the routers it is hitting. First it is hitting this router, that is the default gateway. Now we know the IP address of nesoacademy.org is 192.169.217.2. Now we will check whether our computer is able to reach Neso Academy computer. To do this, just press Ctrl C to come out of this nslookup command. So Ctrl C aborts the current execution. And now we will check whether our computer and nesoacademy.org computer are reachable. To do this, I am giving the command ping space the IP address of this computer. So we can give the name of the computer as well as the IP address of the computer. We know the IP address of nesoacademy.org is this. So we will just mark this. I'll just copy this IP address and let me paste this IP address here. So I am issuing the command ping 192.169.217.12. It means I want to check whether nsoacademy.org is reachable from my computer. After issuing this command, press enter. So what this computer does, it sends 4 packets to nsoacademy.org, and if you observe, we got 4 replies from that server, that is Neso Academy server. So this computer has sent 4 packets and we received 4 acknowledgements. So obviously there is no loss because 4 packets are sent and we received 4 acknowledgements. So there is no loss. So ping is a very handy command to check whether 2 computers are reachable or not. Now we will try to reach some non-existing computers. This IP address is not existing in our network. So it is trying to send 4 packets. So it is sending packet number 1, packet number 2. Now you could see it has not received any acknowledgement for that packet. So 4 packets are sent. You could see 4 packets are sent and no acknowledgement is received. So received is equal to 0. So how many packets are lost? 4 packets are lost. So 4 packets whatever this computer has sent has not reached the destination. This is the destination. So we get 100% loss here. So we can also use ping command like this. Ping www.facebook.com. You could see we are able to get reply from facebook.com. You could see this is the IP address of that computer and this is an IPv6 address. So far we have seen ipconfig, ipconfig/all, nslookup and ping. Now we will see the traceroute command. So let me clear the screen. First let me know the IP address of nsoacademy.org. How to find the IP address of nsoacademy.org? We will query nslookup. We will ask what is the IP address of nsoacademy.org. From this default gateway, it is going to another router with this IP address 100.90.247.1, and that router is forwarding that packet to this router, this, and finally we could see the IP address of the nsoacademy.org is reached. So this is the IP address of nsoacademy.org. So in 14th hop, our packet has reached the destination. So traceroute command shows several details like some timings and the IP addresses, some names. So let us not focus more on this part now. Now this computer is connected to the wireless LAN. We are concerned about this wireless LAN adapter only. So we will see where is the physical address. Yes, here is the physical address. The physical address of this computer is 94-39-E5-E7-4C-4D. So any packet that goes from this computer, it uses this address in the layer 2, that is the data link layer. It uses this address in layer 3 because this is the IP address. So network layer uses this address and data link layer uses this address. So far we have seen ipconfig and ipconfig/all. Now we will see the remaining 3 commands. I think it's good to clear the screen. So to clear the screen, I am issuing the command cls. cls clears the screen. Today we will see the first part of the basic networking commands. In today's session, we are going to see the basic networking commands such as ipconfig, ipconfig/all, nslookup, ping, and traceroute. And this subnet mask only determines who are the neighbors in our network. If this computer wants to contact other computers in our local area network, so it can be done easily. But if this computer wants to contact a computer which is not in our local area network, it needs to hit the router. So the router's IP address is 192.168.29.1. Please note, our computer's IP address is 192.168.29.173 and the router, the first router our computer hits, it is 192.168.29.1. I hope you can correlate this with the scenario which we had seen in the previous lecture. Default gateway means the IP address of the first router it is hitting. This router will be normally in our vicinity only. So please note, the IP address of the first router it is going to hit is 192.168.29.1. So far we have seen the ipconfig details, that is the IP protocol. So we know this IP stands for Internet Protocol. So this is the layer 3 information we are accessing. Layer 3 means IP address related information.